Good morning. Thanks for tuning in and joining the Kila Chari Torah Halacha review for Tuesday, April 6th. Today is the 9th day of the Omer. Hayom Tish'a Yamim Shehem Shavua Echad Ushnei Yamim LaOmer. We're talking about the restrictions that we take upon ourselves during all or part of the Sefirah Omer period, the period from Pesach till Shavuos. Many people take a 33-day period. Some stretch it out over the entire time. So we're talking about what happens when a simcha occurs. You want to be looking your best. So the custom is that we spoke about a bris yesterday. The custom is that one who's making a pidyon, a ben, for his child does not shave. For a bar bas mitzvah, what about that? Although the halacha maintains that shaving is permitted for certain people involved in a bris, a bar mitzvah boy is not involved in this. If you know any bar mitzvah boys who are needing a shave, that's another interesting story. However, the haircut for a bar mitzvah boy should take place before Sefirah. If that's not possible, one can be lenient. However, the father of a bar mitzvah boy does not take a haircut. And the same is true for a girl who reaches the age of bat mitzvah. What about going out on a date? Notice that we are encouraging anyone who is not married to go out on dates. If you need any help arranging one, please be in touch with us. However, with the idea of getting married, and by the way, you can make an engagement party during Sefirah Omer, just not with music, and the wedding will take place right after Shavuos. So what about shaving for a date? One's not allowed to shave during the time that you are keeping the restrictions of Sefirah, even for going on a date. So says Rabbi Belsky, quoting Rav Eliashiv's opinion. So you went out on a date, shaving, not shaving, you explained, you told your story, everything worked out, you went on a second date and you said, hey, might as well get married, let's get engaged. So you did, and now it's the wedding time. One who's getting married during Sefirah Omer in the permitted times, let's say Rosh Chodesh Iyar, I believe we have a chuppah coming up then, or Lag BaOmer, may shave the Erev Shabbos before the wedding. A chasan, a groom who's getting married the night of Lag BaOmer, may shave on the 32nd day of the Omer, even before the Shkia, even before sunset. A Chatan who keeps a veilus after Lag BaOmer can still shave during Sheva Brachas because the entire week is a Yom Tov for him and his bride. The family members, except for the fathers of the Chas and Kala, the bride and groom, should not shave during and before sunset. They may bring shavers to the wedding and shave after Shkia. Imagine that scene. Those who follow the opinion of the Arizal do not shave even if they're getting married. So a whole bunch of different opinions there. Okay, we'll talk about Upsharon tomorrow, Emir Hashem. Let's turn to our 49 days book, Acquiring the Torah Step by Step. Remember, this is based on the Mishnah in Pirkei Avos that talks about the 48 qualities that a person needs in order to acquire Torah. So day 9 for today is Simcha, joy. Learning with happiness is a vital ingredient when it comes to Torah learning. The Midrash Shmuel even recommends singing during learning to make the words of Torah sweet and pleasant. We're not talking about someone who sits and learns all day and then they get up and go somewhere else to have joy, dance, sing, whatever it is. We're talking about bringing the two together. So the learning and the joy are one. There are numerous reasons given by the commentators for the necessity of simcha. The same Midrash Shmuel notes that if you don't rejoice in your learning, you will not keep it up in the long run. Rashi explains that Torah learning is all about connecting with Hashem. Therefore, since the Shekhinah will not rest upon someone who's not happy, it's only possible to learn and connect with Hashem in this way if you are besimcha. You have to show some joy. The Maharal of Prague teaches that when you're happy, your mind opens up and you're able to grasp difficult concepts. Reb Chaim Volozhner, in his Sefer Ruach Chaim, testifies that one can accomplish more with 1 hour of learning besimcha in a joyous mode than you can with many hours of learning without. It's interesting to note that for this reason, Rabbi Kiva Eger of Posen instructed his children to publish his Sfarim on very nice paper with nice print so people would enjoy it. Okay? That's introduction to his Chuvas. He mentions that. And the Steipler Gaon, Rabbi Kanievsky of blessed memory, writes that the amount of time one is able to remember and retain the Torah that you've learned is dependent on the amount of simcha, the amount of joy that you experience during your learning. So let's get to it, learning with simcha. Okay? Have a wonderful day. Please join us again tomorrow.